Hello, Katie here, and welcome to a different type of video today. It was going to be an album review. I was going to review Alfredo 2 by Freddie Gibbs, which came out, I believe, in July. I was going to review it and tell you my thoughts on it, but something else came up, and I'm less pissed about it now, but I'm still pretty upset and confused, and it's with the YouTube copyright system. Also, I'm freelancing this entire thing. I have no script, nothing that I specifically want to say. I'm just freelancing it, so if it sounds a bit jumbled up, it is. So, give me grace. Let ye without sin cast the first stone. Alright, before we get into it, I want to preface this by saying, like everything else on my channel, I'm just a guy behind a computer. I'm not an expert. Most of the time, I don't know what I'm talking about. However, I love to do YouTube, I love to stream, I love to edit videos, and I love being able to content create. And I have many friends who deal with similar issues with the YouTube copyright system like I do, and it's honestly infuriating. The reason I'm bringing this whole thing up is because I recently uploaded this video, which is my episode 1 of Third Chance. If you haven't seen it, highly suggest going to watch it. But I uploaded this, and when I upload a video, because of the YouTube copyright system, I usually try and upload it a few days before. Usually I try and upload it on Monday and schedule it to Friday, so that if there's any problems with the YouTube copyright system, I can try and fight them before the video comes out. Because boy have I ever had problems. So I scheduled this video on Monday, and I got hit with 4 copyright warnings, or whatever the hell they're called. And it was all for BS. 2 of them are from the service that I use called Upbeat, and I pay for this service, so I shouldn't have any problems. Yet I did, and I still had to fight to repeal. Those weren't too hard, but that's only because I pay for them. If I didn't pay for this service, these would be impossible to fight, as I found out throughout my channel. Not to say Upbeat's a bad service, I actually really highly like the service. I think it's great for what it does. However, you just kind of have to pick and choose if you don't pay for it, because there are songs that clear every time, and there are songs that you use that will never clear, no matter what you do. Another song that got copyrighted was the Rihanna one. When I did my edit, there was a remix of a Rihanna song, and that also got copyrighted, and I fought to get that removed. Now, compared to the problems I've had to deal with in the past, those 3 were relatively easy to get rid of. The ones of Upbeat, they immediately saw that I had Upbeat after I repealed, and 5 hours later got rid of those. And then the Rihanna song, I made a strong case for it, and then 24 hours after that, I got that repealed. However, the last song that I haven't mentioned yet has been an absolute nightmare. Now, I would like to call out the song by name, but I don't know it. I don't know the song. However, if you look in the intro bit of the video, the actual video that I uploaded, the music choice might seem weird to you. It might seem very strange. And that's because it is. It's not the original music that I wanted to go with that bit. It was something that I had to throw together haphazardly because I needed to change the music because they just wouldn't let it be repealed. Now you might be like, Katie, what the hell are you complaining about? You obviously infringed on someone else's copyright, which is illegal, so they told you you can't do that. What are you complaining about? Except I didn't. The audio snippet that I had to take out of my long form video, I took out and then made it into a YouTube short just to see how the algorithm would handle it, and it handles it just fine. And it makes me wonder, why can't YouTube's policy on their shorts be applied to their long-formed content? I don't understand. I'm obviously not trying to say that I created the audio. Not even close. But if I have it in a little snippet that is allowed on YouTube Shorts, why can't it also be allowed in my long-form videos? I understand copyright law to a certain extent. I'm taking a college-level class with that as one of the subjects, and I understand that I can't just take someone else's creative work and pass it off as my own. But that's not what I'm doing. I am heavily making it into something completely different, something honestly the creators never even thought of. And I'm making it into that and putting it in my own video where the whole video isn't centered around that audio. It's usually just like a 10-second or 15-second snippet. And it's ridiculous how that is taken out of the video and then like, oh, you're trying to take somebody else's creative work. No, I'm changing it so much. I'm very irritated by this, and you could tell, but like, I feel like I deserve to be. It is super annoying to have to take down a YouTube video after infringing on someone's copyright and having to change the audio, re-upload it, change the audio again, and keep doing this until YouTube says you're good, when the audio is allowed on YouTube through YouTube Shorts. And yeah, I know what some of you might say, right? Which is like, oh, YouTube has its own thing where you can snippet the audio, you don't have to take the whole video down. Those tools suck. They suck a lot. The replace audio one is really bad, especially if you have somebody talking over the audio, and also the snippet one, it only goes by the second and doesn't go by the tenths of seconds. So there's always going to be like a weird edit, like a weird and awkward edit for when you're like trying to snip it down. The tools on YouTube suck for having to do this. YouTube can be so inconsistent with this as well. Sometimes you'll edit a video, you'll upload it perfectly fine audios, whatever. And then if you want to use that audio somewhere else in a different video, it'll be like, oh no, you can't do it. Like you just can't do it. It's breaking our code between us. Like, no, it's not. It definitely isn't. And it's also definitely not, because then I'll upload it as a short and then it's fine. Like the amount of shorts that I've uploaded with quote unquote copyrighted content is just like ridiculous, where that stuff isn't allowed in the video. Another problem I have with the YouTube copyright system is their appeal system. I hate it. Now, when I say their appeal system, I don't mean the actual form of making an appeal. I don't think that's too bad. I don't think it's great either. I don't think it's awful though. There have been times where I'll be like, I have a license for this, and YouTube will be like, no, you don't. And then I'll be like, yes, I do, here it is. And like, that's not real, so you don't have a license. And it's like, what are we doing? That's not specifically what I'm talking about though. I'm talking about if you make an appeal, they have 30 days. 30 days, a full month to review your appeal and then decide on it. I uploaded this video about a month ago. It's called Trump and the Frog. Great video, go watch it. I really enjoyed making it. However, they had this copyrighted audio, right, in the video, and I submitted a repeal, and literally 20 minutes ago, right before I started recording this, they were all like, oh, okay, I guess they didn't see your appeal, so it's free, you're good. A whole month goes by, an entire month, and now it's getting repealed. Like, I don't make money on YouTube. I don't. I want to eventually, but I don't make any money on YouTube. However, could you imagine if I did, and I gained like a lot of videos, and I gained a fair bit of money on this video, and then a month later they tell me, okay, now you can make money when it gets like a fraction of the views? Like, are we being for real? Like, this is ridiculous. Another thing is when you submitted this appeal and you wait 30 days and the 30 days goes up, it's not like they said, no, this isn't my copyrighted audio, or no, you're allowed to use this audio. They just say, we're not responding to it. So in the future, if they want to, they can come back and be like, oh, that's our audio, you give us your money. This is so dumb. I've been talking about me a little too much, so I'm gonna switch it over to some friends of mine who have also had these problems with YouTube. I'm not gonna name by name because I'm not gonna out them like that, but they've come to me and they've talked about it, and they've dreaded having to put audios in their YouTube videos because they don't know what works with YouTube. YouTube is so finicky with what works and what doesn't, it's ridiculous. Like, I had a friend come to me, and I had a friend talk to me, and we talked about the YouTube copyright system, and what he has to do to try and avoid copyright is he takes an audio and he puts it through 8 different copyright checkers to see if there's copyright, and sometimes all of them say there's no copyright, and he uploads it, there's still copyright. It's ridiculous. And now I've started to do that too, because I don't want to have to deal with this problem. It's a problem that really isn't a problem. You allowed the audio through your YouTube shorts, but I can't put it in long form content for a shorter amount of time? Like, what are we doing here? It makes me a bit nervous for my next video, because I, like the last video, have another edit, because I've been getting into like editing like that because I think it's kind of fun. And I have another edit I did with probably quote unquote copyrighted audio that I might have to change or just fully take out of the video. And it's like, it makes being a YouTuber annoying as hell. I don't get why it has to be this way. There's no other social media out right now that's like this. Like, you can use whatever audio you want for other social medias, and it will automatically, in the video, will automatically be like, oh, this is this audio. It's giving the artist credit every time. Why can't it be the same on YouTube if it's this big of a deal? I know what some people might say again, and it's like, oh, well, Jax, you know, they have a specific catalog they have to pick from. Whatever, fine. If it has to be that way, I'm kind of okay with it being that way. If YouTube needs to give us a list, a long-ass list of songs we're allowed to choose from, for like edits and audios and stuff like that, so be it. I am okay with that. But having to deal with this right now is super frustrating. I just don't get why it has to be this way. It's just ridiculous. And I know I'm not the only YouTuber to talk about this. I'm far from it. There's probably thousands of videos on YouTube talking about this very issue. But it's like, why can't we just fix it? Why can't we do something to fix this problem if we have so many people complaining about it? Like, I gave you a solution. If we have to choose from a curated playlist on copyrighted audios that we're allowed to use, fine, so be it. But just give us the list at this point. Like, what are we doing? It's just such a hassle. It's just such a nightmare to have to deal with any of this. And it's just ridiculous. It's really dumb. I honestly don't have much more to say. Like, comment, subscribe. I'll see you next time. See you guys. God damn it.